Hi, everybody. I'm going to do another video showing you things that I found at the antique store in the Czech Republic in this little tiny town in, you'd kind of have to know how to get there and stuff. It's not on the main highway. It's not even in Jablanek. It's in a tiny town called Hutz, and that was, oh, 15 years ago, so I don't know if they're still there or not. Um, they had the first time I was there in 2006, they were in one location. The second time they had moved to Hut. So who knows where they are now, but they were fabulous. I will share my screen and bef before I forget, I will show you. I will kindly ask you if you are interested to hit the like and share button uh, and subscribe and share it with your friends, whatever, if you like it. And let me know what you like about it if you like. So I'll start off with the ladybugs. One of these ladybugs is an actual nailhead. Let's see, a couple of them are. This one as well. Got a couple. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. So several of these are ladybug nailheads. The rest are, oh, and here's a big ladybug nailhead. Or maybe that's just a leaf. I don't know. Oh, it looks like a knit ladybug. Uh, and oh, a super tiny ladybug nailhead. Um, and I'll tell you, I've done a couple videos. I've done several videos on nailhead beads. They fascinate me, so you'll have to indulge my fascination with them. I just wanted to show you. Now, this is just one partial portion of what I found at the antique store in the Czech Republic, and it's an antique store that really specializes in beads and glass components and uh, jewelry involving rhinestones. I might have to do a rhinestone jewelry video for you. Now, let's see. Yeah, I put all the ladybug beads in their own little ladybug colony. What can I say? And then there are beads that are meant to fit together in an odd way. They have this one in particular, it's meant to overlap a bit. So it's two hold, and the next one, I don't know if I have one that would fit into it though. Oh, here's another one. Um, let's see. There we go. It goes like that. So they overlap a bit. And look at all those details. It's kind of like a leaf with berries on it or something like that. And of course, they make it so that they make the molds so that the two holes in the one go through the two holes that continue through the two holes in the other in the right spot. So what was I saying? Those are just overlappy beads, let's call them. Overlapping, if you want to be nicer about it. These are not meant to overlap necessarily, but that one went in there and it doesn't seem to be related, but that's all right. These have their own, let's see here. Now these are interesting. They have two holes and look at the back. So here's the front, or who knows which is the front and who knows which is the back, but they they do interesting things. They're interesting shapes and they do interesting things. What can I say? If I had a whole bunch of them, of course, if I had them in a strung necklace, I would know what their intention was. But since I don't, I would just have to use my artistic license. And I encourage you to do so. Here's a nautilus shell kind of bead. And I believe it just has one hole going through it, but notice how the hole goes through the top. So it's meant to have the string go through this way. And same with these guys. Oh, here's another one. This is another. um, let's see. I don't think I have another one like it, do I? see, here's a third one of those, but no, I don't have another one of these, so I can't really tell you exactly how it would be deployed. But again, two holes at the very top and a kind of a bird beak kind of look to it. Very interesting. Let's see. I don't know. I would have to draw it out and figure it out and get a theory going, or just go back to check and find more beads like it. Now let's see. These again are dimensional. The holes go through, as you can see, that away. So the holes, if you string it in this way, the holes are hidden. You could, I bet you could, yeah, they fit together like that. So that's kind of interesting and fun. Here's another bead that obviously has a concave side and a convex side. And the I can see having a whole bunch of these strung together sideways and just doubling up on each other, overlapping each other. This is an interesting one. And again, it has the hole through the top. How can I say? Again, these are fun. Look, they're intriguing. They're mysterious, a little bit mysterious, especially these guys. And look, I found three of these that fit together. This one actually, let's see if I can. This one does not, oh, let's see, not quite. It does not fit the same way. It's a similar shape, uh, smooth on top instead of patterned. So, hey, what can I say? Interesting stuff. Now, those I will put to the side. This is just another fun bead. This is an example of their wire work. These are pieces of glass that are actually attached to wires. There are no holes in them. It's not meant to be, they're not beads per se. And yes, they're a little bit dirty. I did not clean them. This is a brooch. It's really simple, wired together, twisted, with a little bit of fabric or, thread there, tying it together. These were, again, not machine produced, but they're produced in such large quantities that they were sold literally around the world, mainly in Europe, this type of style possibly, and North America and so on. But they were relatively inexpensive. This is costume jewelry, folks. This is not fine. This is not gold. This is brass. So, oh, speaking of costume jewelry, let's check this out. Uh, Gertler work. This is again brass, and of course, brass can be plated with various metals, but it's just a component, and there are no holes. It was stamped out, and that was mass produced. It was produced by a machine, not a person operating machine, I should say, probably 100 years ago. Some of those designs are still extant. And rhinestones, they still make these just like they did back 100 years ago. No idea how old these are, but I should mention that I know they are post, say, 1950 or so, because it wasn't until the middle of the 1950s that they came up with a reliable way to create this aurora borealis finish. If it didn't have the aurora borealis finish, it would just look clear or whitish. But because of the AB finish, it's got the rainbow thing going. So, and boy, did that revolutionize jewelry designing. What can I say? Speaking of jewelry designing, these are glass beads. Oh, and I think I have, nope, it's actually not a nail head. It's patterned on both sides. A very interesting bead. Here's a nail head. Again, it has a flat side and a faceted side, and these are beads. All of these are pressed glass except for this one with the foil inside it. This was lamp worked. I bet if you look on YouTube, you can find lots of videos describing lampwork glass and how it's made, and even watch people making lampwork glass. It's really great. Um, this, well, the mold is really regular, but I think this was lampworked as well. It's done by hand. So it's a very intricate design. However, it was again done by hand because these are very extremely skilled practitioners. These are special types of glass that have multiple streaks of blue to white, green to white, etc. Um, different shades of orangey uh, glass going through them. And again, you can see from the seams that these are press molded. That's the giveaway. Um, again, really fun techniques. Another one similar. These are, again, press molded, a huge variety of shapes. World's a very big bicone. These are not Swarovski crystals, although Swarovski made trillions of bicones over the years. This is another, just an interesting shape. A very typical color, too. This is a color you see a lot of. And this one, check out. Now, this is a press molded one. It's got a hole going through it, so it's a bead. And you'll see it has, let's see, yes, no less than 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 4 of this floral design on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Interesting beads, put a lot of work into them. They were looked at as cheap costume jewelry 100 years ago. But hey, people like them. What can I say? I like them. I hope you like them. More just interesting press molded glass beads, wonderful colors, wonderful shapes. What can I say? I love this deep celadon green. And lastly, second to last, not last, but second to last, more nail heads, and look at what somebody did with them. They wove them together. So this is a little tiny strand of little tiny nail heads, and they'd even use that patterned glass in there to make them. Let's see, I think, oh, yeah, look at that one. Wow. Love that. And yeah, they took these nail heads or these little flat, huh, actually, well, little flat front concave back beads, which are similar to nail heads, not exactly the same thing, and wove them together with little tiny seed beads in between them. And that was a necklace, again, that was produced by the thousands probably and sold relatively cheaply because it's only glass, not fine. Uh, it's a glass and not minerals such as jade or emerald or ruby or whatever, and it's not fine metals, which are metals other than brass, gold, silver. Well, silver is less expensive, one of the less expensive nice metals, but uh, true gold and solid gold and platinum and rhodium and such. So the last one, I'm saving the best for last for you, and I'll just scoot these out of the way because I know your time is valuable. This, it has rhinestones in it, and it actually has, let's see, yeah, 2 holes. So it was meant to, looks upside down to me, honestly, but it's this wonderful butterfly. It looks like that's the head and that's the little butterfly butt. But what can I say? Maybe that's why it ended up in the antique store and not in somebody's piece. it's black glass, and look at that texture on the back. That alone is fun with a fumed on brown. And notice how they let it wash off of the top. And they had the set in the rhinestones. So a lot of work went into that. Somebody had to create the mold too, because this is a press molded piece. Look at the side. So on that happy note, I hope the wings of your imagination are fired up and you enjoyed this presentation. And again, thanks for joining me. I hope you like this, and I hope you hit the like button and the share button and the whatever other button you're supposed to push on the YouTube. Take it easy. Thanks again. Bye.